Deck the halls with boughs of holly. Fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel. Fa la 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 la. Troll the ancient Yuletide carol. Fa la 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 la. Fa la la la. Fa la la la. Fa la la la. See the blazing Yule before us. Fa la 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 la. Strike the harp and join the chorus. Fa la 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 la. Follow me in merry measure. Fa la 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 la. While I tell of Yuletide treasure. Fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la. Fa la 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 la. Fast away the old year passes. Fa la 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 la. Hail the new year, lads and lasses. Fa la 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 la. Sing we joyous all together. Fa la 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 la. Heedless of the wind and weather. Fa la 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 la. Fa la la la
Vlogmas day number 18. 1 week exactly before Christmas is here. Boy, this has just flown by. So it is a rainy, gloomy day today. And as you can tell, maybe not, I'm in my craft room right now. I had to move stuff off from the shelf because Nala is laying on the shelf. So, and she had her head laying right on that. So my craft room needs a bit of tidying up, but not today. So it's like in the 40s and just raining, raining, raining. And so this morning, all I've done is really work on that lion's blanket. I think I am, I don't know, 13 rows from the logo, the lion in the middle to being done. And then it's just straight same colors going back and forth before the top half, which is the word lions. So, but Mr. Simba has confiscated my chair, so I'm going to let him sleep because both of the cats were just crazy, crazy today and didn't want to sleep. And so now they're finally sleeping. So I decided that I came in here to do a jelly roll rug, and I had found this jelly roll in one of my tubs that I was going to make for our son many years ago, and a blanket that had a deer in the center, a deer panel, because he's an avid hunter, and then these colors went with it. And I don't, the panels probably with all my panels, but this is just going to turn into a rug. So I came in here and I about noon and wound up a bunch of bobbins, and then I sewed all of them together so they're in this tight little roll. So right now I am adding, and I would have taken a little video, so hopefully I'll put it there or afterwards. Now I'm doing the batting in between it and sewing it down. Something just something different to do. So and other than that, we just finished the Advent puzzle and got all the other Advents done. So today's is not going to be very long at all because we both are just like, it's one of those lazy days. And I started another small pet blanket for our daughter, for her 2 cats. Jerry wanted me to do them a couple of pet blankets like I made for ours, but I only have so many colors, and like yellow yellow and white basically. I have one brown and I have one taupe. And so I was thinking, so what I did was I did the yellow one, and I'm doing the broken herringbone stitch, which is, nope, this is the twisted stitch. If I get it done, I'll take a snapshot of it. So that will go to one of their cats, and then the other one is just going to be white, but I have scraps, and I might use, there's a tutorial on how to put a paw print in it. So I think what I am going to do is just put a paw print on it, because, you know, cat beds aren't very big. So I'll put, we'll see, I might do 1 and 2. I thought about doing the paw prints, but I also thought I had some purple left that I could do a row across of hearts in it. So we'll see, but I'll look up the paw prints because I do have black, and I can do the black on the white for the paw prints. So, and it's not that difficult to do. I'm sure it's just, you know, tucking the yarn certain ways so that you get the paw, and then you get so many for the print, and then you just fuse it together on the back. The other thing was, last night I came across a gal who finger crochets with this big chunky yarn, and she had a granny square that she was doing, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to see if I can try to do that. And so last night I just did the center. I didn't want to cut the colors or anything if it didn't work out, but I really want to do that. So it's just like I think I told my friend, you know, this is it on the blankets for a while, but I might want to try that that granny square. It would be 9 squares, and I think it is 8 skeins of the one color, 6 of the next, and then the center is 2. So if I'm going to do that for me, I'll wait until the yarn comes on sale again, and might do it in my purples. You know, I just, you know, purples and white, or purples and greens, who knows, I don't know, but it's just something I wanted to see if I can, and I can crochet. It's the same stitches as the single crochets, and it's the double crochets, but you're using your fingers, and there's only so much room for your fingers to go in and grab it. So but I thought I would sit in here for a little bit and sew, and then I think I'll go back out in the sunroom, and that cross stitch that I was doing, that was called fancy piecework or fancy something. They were little 1-inch squares. It was originally a wall hanging 40 by 40 for sewing it, so you would sew all these together, and instead I changed it so I could do it in cross stitch. She released the one part for the next section, and I thought, well, I got time to do that, and today she'll probably release the others, so it would just be the the completion of it. But she actually released the rest of it. So and mine's going to be 6 inches by 6 inches, 6 by 6 inches. So I need to, you know, days like today's a good day to cross stitch, you know, and not do too much else. Haven't walked on my treadmill today. I've been seeming to do that just about supper time, because in the mornings, this rainy weather and everything, my body just says no. It's not as bad as it used to, and I'm pretty sure it's because I'm walking. But I did up my speed from 1.3 to 1.4, and I'm going about 20 minutes instead of the 30. And so I gotta get that done yet today too. So, and I will, because we usually take Saturday and Sunday off from walking. So I'll do it today, and I'll do it Friday. And there is this quilt-along, mystery quilt-along, that is done on New Year's Eve. And I mentioned it a while back that I would like to do it, but I went through all my stash and I don't have enough yardage of anything, not even the focal point fabric. And so, you know, today probably would have been a good day to run in and pick out fabric for that, but it is just downpouring. And tomorrow won't be any better, because all this rain we're getting is going to give us what they say called a flash freeze. So the ground is still warm, but then the temps drop, and it will give that glaze of ice because of all this rain, because today's been in the, you know, the 40s. And then I think a couple hours later we get anywhere from 1 to 3 inches of snow. So you'll have snow on top of that ice. So really maybe Saturday would be the better day to just plan going downtown and picking out that fabric, because there's 3 clues out of 6 that she has released, because they are all half square triangles, which means they are squares that you are sewing them front to back, and then how you're sewing them is down, and I haven't read it to see if it's right down the corners, or if you're drawing the line and then you're sewing 1/4 inch on each side and then cutting up through that line. It's a lot of sewing once you get them cut out, because I know the first clue there was like 42 of them you had to sew together. I can't remember, there might have been 46 on the second clue, but this third clue there's 96. And I remember doing one that she had like that, and there was a lot of chain sewing where you just sew them all together and then cut them apart, and then you just cut them, and then you take a while to trim them down if they need to be trimmed down to whatever sizes that they need. But my thinking is that, you know, I'm trying to get that blanket done, but I would like to have the material set in here, so on the days that I don't, you know, I need to rest my back, or I'm just not into doing that blanket, I can come in here and at least cut things out, put them in their clue bags, and even if on New Year's Eve night where everybody else has got clues 1 through 3 done, I could just be doing that. I mean, it's not a race, you know. So but I'll definitely you know, show you the fabric and everything like that, because I do have 2 other jelly rolls rugs I want to do. Let me reach in front of you. So I got these on Black Friday. So there's one that was all blues, and I thought that was a really nice, pretty color of blues. These are all from Tiny Spool and Company, off from Amazon, and they were pretty reasonable. I think I got them for $25. And there's 40 strips, and it's 100% cotton fabrics. It says locally harvested American cotton. It says this color is Eternal Blue, BLEU. So if I turn it over here, you can kind of see. I might sew it just like that, like that, because I don't know. I can sew it just like it comes off the when I open it up, or I can, you know, because you will get all of these colors, or I can put all the lights together and then all the darks, but sometimes it's easier just to sew it like that, and you get a really neat pattern. The other one was called Merry Mermaid, and 40 strips in this one, and it's the same way of this one, but this is the purples and the greens, and I like this one. This one would be more my color forte. This would be more Mr. Jerry. He likes all these blues. So, yep, I want to do those sometime too. But right now I'm just doing this one, and so, but other than that, I'm going to let you guys go and say thanks for stopping by on Vlogmas day number 18. And I am going to let you go, and I am going to sew for a little bit and then go put my feet up in the recliner. Or who knows, I might just stop for a minute, take a break, and go put my feet up in the recliner and put this all together so it's done. So that might be what I'll probably do, because if I get to sewing, I don't know about you, but when I get to sewing, I lose all track of time. And before I know it, it's dark, and then I gotta walk, and then it's supper, and blah, blah, blah. So Thanks again, my friends, and hopefully I will see you on Vlogmas Day 19. See you soon.